Yeah! Such a sense of urgency. Big Al McQueen tuning in. Nate Bennett, how you doing there, bro? All right. All right. Masks have become partisan now, I guess. I don't know. What else we got here? Stock market opens and apparently it's good, so that's a good thing, right? It's up anyways. There's some kind of a problem with the Oxford vaccine. I don't know. What else we got going here today? Tomorrow, SpaceX is going to make history. Yay, Elon Musk. That's a good thing right there. And we're going to debut the shot cam, Nate, today just because of you, bro. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Boston Tommy. Welcome to Inside the Box. How was everybody's Memorial Day weekend? Sorry I took yesterday off. It was a last-minute decision. I always got something to say, and we could have fun. But I figured, hey, everybody's at a barbecue. Everybody's doing something. Why bother? Nobody wants to make the time for us to tune in and talk about the depressing shit, right? Want to talk about good stuff. That's all good right there. So how did everybody do? Everybody have a good time? Anybody got any stories? Comments? I can tell you I have a few comments about... There were a few posts on Facebook that I didn't agree with. And I understand, and these are done not necessarily by civilians, some veterans, but sort of kind of making it about them with their service. And veterans, a Memorial Day is not about just about the service. It's about fishing. Randy Krager went fishing. Good for you, Psycho. Did you catch anything? How was it? It's about celebrating. This was the thing. Some people said, hi, Michelle, thank you for tuning in. Some people said you shouldn't say Happy Memorial Day because it's not a happy day, it's a somber day. Okay, I can understand how many civilian people and just people in general would take that view. But in my mind, we are celebrating their sacrifice and our freedom to make sure that we memorialize and we remember them for what they did for all of us. So I don't know if you'd want to say Happy Memorial Day. That's just a kind of a human reflexive action for it, but I don't know as though it's being said in such a way as to make light of the solemnity of the day. You know what I'm saying? Christy Busey, hi, baby. Thanks for tuning in. Great time with my baby girl. Came to visit Mama from Portland. She surprised you. Excellent. I love surprises, right? Who doesn't like surprises? Come on. Joe Galvin, what's up over there, Saugus man, bro? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. How was your Memorial Day? And hey, still don't have your address. I want to send you the shirt. You remember you like free shit? I think I'm going to throw a CD in there, too. I know you're not a big metal guy, but I'm sure you can pass it on to somebody you know, right, bro? Let me know about that. I told you, private messaging me that right there. How was your weekend? Well, I had a pretty good weekend. We were kind of quiet. Of course, we're still working on the house, so we choose to do those things. But Friday night, we went out over to some friends' house and celebrated with them. And then Saturday, we kind of chilled out, really. Yesterday, we actually worked a little bit on the house. So we got some plants in, and we did a little bit of shopping. Not too much, because Sunday was craziness. We had Dave over. He came over and joined us for Sunday dinner. We had stuffed shells. Laura made those. Hey, man, I live good. Good thing the camera's only here up, right? Okay, here we go. But Dave Titano joined us. He just went back out of town today. Anyway, so we had a quiet weekend basically, but we worked around the house and did some things, and we saw some friends and enjoyed it. I had to get refreshed a little bit. I've been really, really busy, so it's always good to catch my breath. And it's always good to remember why we're here and how lucky we are to live in the place we live and that we're free. That's what's important, all right? So, all right, let's get to some of these things right here. Masks becoming partisan. I can't believe we're still on this fucking mask thing, okay? Seriously? The whole virtue signaling with the mask. Why can't some people, and they're like, I just don't get I don't get the mentality. That you guys think that you're doing something. Listen, I'm not living in fear because I wear a mask. You know what? I don't think that people think you live in fear because you wear a mask. I think they think you live in fear because you insist that we wear masks. Stop! Okay? You want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask? Don't wear a mask. People are out all over the place without masks this weekend. America's back. It's going to be crazy. Hi, Holly Lynch. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, the economy is going to... Listen, Trump is going to be right. I hate to say this because, he loves being right. He loves bragging, right? But there was an economist that I don't know, it was over the weekend or maybe last week. Everybody saw him, and they're all talking about how bad the numbers are. And this guy pipes up, and he goes, we're probably looking at the best numbers we've ever seen come third quarter. And you could have heard a fucking pin drop, and they're like, what's he talking about? Right? Who's the hot girl in the background? That's my producer, Laura. You know who it is, psycho. And he's like, and they were acting like he said something, untoward or absurd. And the reality is, this whole thing with the COVID virus has so ruined our economy that they're talking about, depression numbers. It has nowhere to go but up. Trump's going to be able to run all day long. Every day that goes by, Driller Dave, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. It's going to look like unemployment's rising 10% this month. Unemployment jobs are coming, 20 million jobs today, whatever. It's all going to go up. The numbers are going to be crazy. It's going to be a V-shaped recovery because America is great. And to that point, I'm going to point to the stock market booming today when they went back to trading on the floor. Okay, Christy Busey, fuck these masks. Went to my nail place. I had to wash and use sanitizer. I was given a mask, and I had to fill out a paper as a waiver. You got to fill out a waiver to get a fucking haircut and nails done? Come on, man. Listen, it's really not funny. It's kind of sad that they have us so divided and so at each other's throat that we think that we're going to kill each other when we walk around together. It's nonsense. The numbers are coming down every day. CDC revising their numbers again. Never even been close to what they predicted anyway. But they're revising them downward again. I mean like the death rate, the mortality rate. And then these numbers anyway, they're so skewed. If you're going to give a hospital more money to claim somebody might have died from COVID virus, then they're going to claim that. So who knows how many people actually had it? Okay, here. Let me tell you this. Now, right now, they're testing vaccines all over the world, but the one particular one that's been in the news is this Oxford vaccine over there in England, I guess, or Europe. Now they're saying not enough people. Steve Vance, thanks for tuning in, bro. Not enough people have the virus so that their trials are not going to be usable or good enough to tell whether or not the vaccine's effective. So what kind of pandemic is that when you don't have enough sick people to test the vaccine? I told you that some people are going to look stupid when this is over. And the hypocrisy on the left is just ridiculous. Come on. Did you see over the weekend, Trump kneeling at the grave? We had no mask on. He looked like the leader of the free world. Biden comes out with his mask and everything, because his governor told him to do it. So he's doing it, over there in Maryland. You know what I mean? And look, I'm going to state this because so many bad stories, Did you see the cops put the knee on that black man and kill him? Because they put a knee on him for like 7 fucking minutes and he died. They fired him. They need to prosecute these assholes. That's why nobody trusts each other. You can't have that shit going on. Hey, Shalky, how are you, bro? Thanks for tuning in. Good to see you, my brother. It's horrifying, okay? Something like that happens. Usually they put them on paid leave while they talk about it, okay? No. This is plain for everybody to see, okay? And the thing is, the only reason they even stopped this guy said something about investigating a counterfeit call. That means the guy might have been selling like fake Gucci's on the street corner. Who gives a fuck? He's trying to make a living. You stupid enough to buy one? He'd probably give you a good deal. Take it. But you don't have to kill a guy because of that. Because he's black. Because that's what it looked like to me. Any way you slice it, it looked like cold-blooded murder. The cops did it. Not good press for the police. Between that and busting people's business doors down and trying to arrest people for running hair salons, it's out of control. Flat out murder by the cop. Yes, it was, Nate. Flat out murder. Ridiculous. Hi, Shalky. Good to see you, bro. You're always a breath of fresh air on my broadcast because I get a little carried away and excited, as you can see. Okay, listen. So there's this, once again, another Democrat clerk up in Michigan busted for altering absentee ballots. You know, it's like multiple felonies. There you go again, a Democrat. And you're worried and you're thinking you want mail-in voting, right? Once again, people get bought off and they fuck with this shit and try to skew the election. It's not safe. It's not legit. It's not secure. Think about this. This is coming up. It's going to be a big deal come this election this fall. What else we got here? Okay, so this, I read this story by this writer. What was her name? Catherine Pollitt, some leftist. She stated that she would vote for Biden. Let's see. Even if he boiled babies and ate them, she would vote for Joe Biden. Okay, this kind of hypocrisy, this kind of sick mentality really bothers me. Really? Because if Donald Trump boiled babies and ate them, I'd put a bullet in that prick myself, okay? That's what I would do. There you go. Jason Llewellyn, good to see you, bro. Haven't talked to you in a little bit. Anyways, this kind, and not only that, we're going to talk to Big Al McQueen today because he's on the show. It's Tuesday, right? And Big Al's here. Big Al's in the house, as always. We're going to talk to him about voting for Joe Biden because, you know, he's black. Remember that comment that Joe Biden made? Yeah, we'll talk to Big Al about that. And this whole cops that are murdering people over such stupid-ass shit. I can't get over it. It bothers me. You know? It's racist. I don't even care even if it wasn't racist. It's police state. It's ridiculous. Like, what'd the guy do? He deserved to be choked down with a needle till he died for selling cigarettes or what? Stop. That's not police work. That does nothing for the greater good or makes anybody safe anywhere. Forget about it. Jeez, ridiculousness. Hey, Shay Lee, what's up, bro? Okay, here's a big story. Now, I heard this today on Rush Limbaugh. A lot of you guys probably don't listen to Rush Limbaugh. He's a political analyst and an entertainer. You take it for what it's worth. But, you know, he states his sources and all that. So I'm not just making shit up out of thin air. But this was a fantastic article that he read. Hey, Jason, good to see you. Because it said that there was an article that came out over the weekend that said there is no statistical data correlated between shutting down our economy and people's health outcomes. In other words, shutting everything down, making everybody stay at home and not touch each other and wear masks and social distancing there's no statistical data, any proven point that improved one person's situation or lowered the death toll, not even by 1 point. Okay? But there is a correlation, for example, between letting people ride public transportation, say, you know, when Cuomo let his people ride the subways as essential people, and the death rate and the infection rate. There's a definite statistical correlation there. So you figure it out. That and the fact that half of these cases are older people dying in nursing homes and, care facilities for elderly people around the country. A lot of them are in like New York and Minnesota and New Jersey. So figure it out. This is what we're going to figure out. You have to shut down the whole country because of this. And Trump's not going to shut it down. The Dems are hoping. Oh, they're hoping for another shutdown. They want a second wave. How sick is it to want a second wave? There's Big Al right there. You coming in, bro? Big Al McQueen is here. And so, look, it's going to make people look stupid. You got 1.8% of the population lives in a nursing home and homeless assisted living, and if they account for 42% of all the deaths. This is craziness. What's up, Al?
What's going on, man?
How was your weekend?
It was basic, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, I lived.
Yeah, you lived.
More than some people.
Yeah, you didn't get some cop putting his knee on your neck and killing you.
I didn't get the Rona, and I didn't die by the police.
Oh, man, it's incredible. You saw this story?
Oh, yeah, I saw that shit this morning. Yeah, I saw that shit made me sick, made me angry.
Man.
My mama called me, too. I was like, yeah.
Oh, man, bro. That was just one. Did you see the other one about the white woman with the dog?
That one I did not see.
Okay, so black guy, he's a bird watcher. Mm-hmm. He's in Central Park. He's in an area, the sign clearly says, you must have your dog on leash at all times because there's birds.
Okay, all right.
It's just that there's other places for dogs, right? And apparently he says, "Would you put your dog on a leash, please?" She's like, "No." And then she says, she goes, "I'm going to call the police." And she says, "Stop filming me," because he's decided he's going to take a video of this because this chick's saying, "No, fuck you," basically. She's got the dog by the collar and all this shit.
Okay.
And I says, I'm going to call the police. He goes, please do.
Yeah.
Call the police. And she said, and I'm going to tell them that an African-American man is threatening my life and my dog, and she does it. She calls him and says it. Oh my God, bro!
Call,
Patsy Williams, Amy Leanne. All right, there she is.
Amy. That's the one
we see her right there. Yeah,
what up,
you know what I'm saying, bro? I mean, this is just ridiculousness. You know what I mean? That'd be like somebody. Okay, you see a person walk by my house and see you standing in the driveway, call the police because they're African American.
You know what? That could happen. My black ass would be like, let me back in.
Dude, I wish that would happen because I like to jump on some fucking cop ass for some of that shit. I can tell you that right now. Carolyn Stennis, how you doing, baby? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. So did you have a good Memorial Day then? I guess
it was basic. You know,
you drank some kind of a pink lemonade.
Oh yeah, I gotta show you. Oh yeah, it was pretty damn good.
Yeah,
Amsterdam pink lemonade.
Okay, yeah,
that's good. First I was like, I don't know about that. It was brand new. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try some new. I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah,
you know what?
Yeah.
The shit turned out it was bomb as shit.
Okay, all right, okay. You see what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not a big vodka guy.
Neither am I. I'm a tequila guy. But you know what?
Yeah,
I was sponsored. They let me.
You know, I'll probably try it. I have no aversion. Pink lemonade. It's summer, man. Pink lemonade. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, you brought booze over to my house?
Well,
hey, what are you doing, man?
I can't show empty-handed. Come on now.
Hey, that's because we're gonna try the shot cam today, right? We're gonna do the shot because Nate Bennett. We're gonna do the shot cam
for us to do.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely do the shot cam.
Now we're talking. Son.
We got plenty of stuff. Wait, but now before we get into some of the silly shit here, okay, what about, have you heard SpaceX? What do you know about SpaceX? Elon Musk. It's the first time that a private company is going to send astronauts into outer space. It's going to happen tomorrow if the weather is good. And it's going to be history in the making. What do you think of this whole concept there?
Okay, is that really what we're doing? Isn't there other shit to do? But all right, man.
Well, I'm saying it's private. It's not NASA. It's not government dollars. It's a private company that's doing this so that we can carry on the space exploration.
Televised, we get to see this shit?
Yeah, it's going to be televised. Absolutely. So when they did this, he's a billionaire, obviously, for other reasons. He invented the Tesla electric car, and he's an innovative thinker and all that stuff right now. So, but the bottom line is he's doing this, and he gave his company a 1% chance of succeeding, and here he is tomorrow about to make history.
Oh, so they're going to shoot him up in space.
Yes, two astronauts that have already been there. They're former,
Well, I'm just hoping this shit don't happen like it did like in the 80s. Oh, we're going to shoot him up in space, and what happened?
Well, bro, listen, this is the thing about them. They've had explosions.
Motherfuckers.
They've had explosions and tests. It's been seen on TV, but he said, because he's a businessman, he's like, look, we're not the government. We know how high the press can be, but we learn from our mistakes. We redesign our shit when that happens. That's why we test. Now they feel like they've tested. They got 2 pros going up. They're taking them to the space station.
You know what? I bet you money. Neither one of them are black.
Okay, I was about to say that. See,
I bet you money
it's not gonna tell you.
It's
only been a couple brothers in space, but no, the 2 white boys. The lack of blackness was kind of a little bit stark. But hey, you don't want to just throw a black guy in there because if it blows up, then they'll go, yeah, they threw a black guy in there.
That's what happened.
Nate Bennett, I'm calling the cops. I happen to know there's a black person in your house. Anyway, how about those shots? Don't worry, when my producer gets back in.
No, I was let in.
Yeah, he was let in.
Yeah,
yeah, he didn't pull an LA entry to get in here.
I made sure to is it okay? I had to use my white voice. Sir, is it okay if I enter your home?
You have a white voice? I didn't know it was a white voice.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
can I enter your home, sir? Can I talk to the Gronk? Is he home?
He's the Gronk. I'm here to see the Gronk. Caroline, I was just out driving some man threw a gallon water jug at your windshield and broke it? Wow. Said he was a homeless man he'd been having problems with. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay. That's kind of fucking dangerous, throwing gallon jugs at people. Paul Domenico, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you're okay. Who's going to pay for that now? You got to make an insurance claim because some fucking homeless bums throwing water jugs at people's cars? Damn, that homeless shit getting bad down there in Georgia, huh?
Word.
Fuck, man, I would have jumped out, popped a cap in his ass. Unless he was black.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, that was just my cousin Pooh. You know, he ain't gonna harm nobody. I know that.
David Pendleton tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Good to see you. Hope you had a fabulous Memorial Day. I know my brother posted, because he's a chaplain, he's obviously had to, console vets off the battlefield without limbs and things. A tough gig, and had to bury many of them. So for him, he has a different look on Memorial Day than most of us might. Than some of us might. Anyways, okay, so we got that out. What else we got here? I want to see before we get into our usual spiel on stupid laws. Yeah, and when Laura gets back in here, wait a minute, it's going to cost her $500. That's the deductible, huh? $500. Because I'm sure the let's see. Can you get a windshield for less than $500? Do you know? I've only had a couple replaced in my life. I
never had any replaced because once that shit crack, I'm still going to drive it.
You're still going to have to pay, but it might cost less than $5, maybe. What kind of car? I have to know,
tell us what kind of car it is.
Yeah, what kind of car? Yeah, what he said. What he said right there. Yeah, that's what he got right there. All right, hey, look, before we do there was one more story that I kind of caught before Memorial Day. I wasn't going to make a big deal out of it, but it's just something to talk about. Again, it's related to the COVID. So in New York, and I love trashing New York because they're a fucking pain in the ass over there. And de Blasio, he okayed this $21 million field hospital to get ready for COVID patients. Fine. Okay, this is great. Okay. He's ready for the push, right? Never, not even one bed ever got used. Now they're disassembling the thing. $21 million out the window.
Damn.
But then they're over there in New York complaining about we ain't got any respirators, we ain't got any PPE equipment. Well, you just blew 21 on a fucking hospital you never used because it's hysteria. Okay, my sister, total cost is my deductible $500. I got you. Well, I'm sorry that happened, baby. Listen, be careful. Don't go to that part of town. I guess, I don't know, just some random guy walking down the street or just out of nowhere fucking bombed you, huh? That's crazy.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't Al. Al said it wasn't him. Me. Don't give me that all black people look alike shit. He's about 7 feet tall. Yeah, wasn't his cousin Pookie either. No, forget about it. No, wasn't Pookie and it wasn't Al. That's all there is to it right there, okay? Babe, okay, Laura is back. My producer is back. Laura's going to prep the shots. Look at Nathan Bennett, all jokes. Yeah, of course it is. They are jokes. Why, is somebody being offended by us? I don't know.
What, offend you?
Do we care if we offend somebody?
I don't give a fuck. That's why I come on here on Tuesday.
But one more thing before we get on to stupid laws on the books, right? Okay, so Joe Biden over the weekend made the comment that if you don't vote for Joe Biden, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, you ain't black. You know what? He might be right, bro, because look, I'm not voting for Joe Biden and I'm not black, so what say you, Big Al McQueen?
Man, fuck Joe Biden. That's what I gotta say. Fuck him. Eat shit, die. That's what I said.
Hey, and he's not a Trump guy either. He just don't like Joe Biden. But that would be so. Then he's wrong then because you obviously you're black. And so
last time I checked, all the way down, yeah.
so apparently this. So do you think does this bother people? Is this? Do you think he's a racist or is he just losing? They say his elevator doesn't go to the top floor anymore. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that kind of all right.
It's kind of sad.
Didn't he get in trouble back in the day for like lying and did some other shit now?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of sad, bro. Really, to watch that kind of shit happen. That and okay. Look at Nate Bennett. 500 replaced mine, and it was 275. Okay, what he's saying is, probably less. What he's saying there, Caroline, is they're gonna charge you the $500 deductible no matter what, just to get it replaced.
A windshield or a glass?
Yeah, somebody threw a jug of water at Caroline's car, and broke a windshield. A homeless guy.
It could be a $50 deductible. Depends on
It's $500.
It is.
Yeah,
but
son.
Sometimes they have a different provision for glass.
Okay.
You have the bottle so I can show what it looks like.
Yeah. I guess we'll get it. Baby, you gonna drink one in the background here or what? Yeah. And then me and Al will do our usual Tuesday, on silly laws still on the books. Here, go ahead, show everybody. But I guess we don't want
sponsors.
Yes, it's because it's backwards here. You're gonna have to read.
What's it
say? Pink Whitney. Pink Whitney. There you go. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Laura's here too. You ready? Here we go. Here, the shot cam. The first shot cam. Whoop, whoop. On Inside the Box. All right. Cheers. All right. Cheers. All right. Let's do it. Fabulous. Oh, man. Woo. I do a little Sinfire when I do mine. It's all good. All right, so me and Al, let's get on to this, bro. Let me see. Right. Let me have this pad here. Yeah, I'll have you read the rest of it. So last week, we ended with Idaho, which was eyes, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to pick up where we left off. I think this kind of goes through the 50 states, so we could probably milk this for a couple weeks, okay?
Yeah.
Because we only have time to do a few. You'll get bored with them after a while, right?
We're
all right, so there we go. So this is Illinois. This is a stupid law still in the books in Illinois. Go ahead, Al.
Urban legend says it's a crime in Illinois to possess more than $600 worth of salamanders. It's 75 plus salamanders according to the market value.
Okay, so you can't own more than $600 worth of salamanders. Who the fuck's gonna own 75 salamanders?
I didn't know that. Okay.
Have you ever even caught a salamander? I mean, I
No,
have when I
I've
was a
seen
kid.
one
Yeah, look at
before,
it.
but-
They're slimy looking. They're pretty
Yeah,
nasty.
yeah, I'm kinda cool
Yeah,
with
all right,
that.
okay, that's just silly. I mean, it's just silly game. All right, let's get on to this one. Yeah, Nate Bennett, cheers. Good for you, bro. Good dude. What did you shoot? Okay, Indiana.
Okay.
What to say here?
Indiana here. It says liquor stores can't sell refrigerated water or soda.
Wow.
Specific laws that beer and wine stores should be the exclusive
Yep.
business of selling adult beverages. So then water or soda needs to be room
temperature. Okay, so I guess in a liquor
So
store,
it can't be cold. You basically
you
if it
can't
ain't
sell
liquor-
cold water. Yeah, but any
Yeah,
booze you
yeah,
can't.
Yeah, no, you got to drink that warm shit.
Okay, listen.
Not unless, well,
I think this is universal. It's kind of like when we were younger, we used to want to get some cocaine. You could not get cocaine from your marijuana dealer. You had to go to a different dealer
well, I just talked to Pookie.
to get the cocaine. You live in Compton, so that's a different story. Pookie and Compton's a different story right there.
Word.
That's silliness. You can't sell water and soda. All right.
Well,
Here
they
you
probably
go.
don't make any money off it.
Here you go. How about this one? This is Iowa. Wait, go
Okay,
ahead.
Iowa. Anyone trying to pass off margin for real butter? Oh, this is kind of similar to the other one, though. No
Okay.
fake butter kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah. I
Yes,
forgot
remember
about
that one? Yeah. Okay, so anyone trying to pass off margarine as real butter is guilty of a misdemeanor under food labeling laws in Iowa.
Okay.
So basically, you got to have real butter.
Are you guilty of a misdemeanor?
Yeah, a
You
misdemeanor,
Can you
so-
be arrested for this? I didn't read below if you can be. Let's see.
Probably.
Sarah Brooks is still good. She's my animal expert. People who breed salamanders could have hundreds. Most reptile breeders have massive collections so they can mix genes. Okay, thank you, Sarah Brooks, for that little tip
thanks
there.
for that info,
I'm glad you're kind of tuning in. That way we don't
new
feel.
wrinkle in my brain.
This way we don't look stupid when it comes to animal
well,
questions,
yeah.
right? We got an expert over here
Yeah,
that's going to
that's
help us.
always
Right?
good.
That's good. Yeah.
Chime in
Okay.
when it comes to stuff like that.
Okay, let's see what we got here. This is Kansas. We're moving on to the K's now. We got
Okay.
Kansas. What is this one, Al? What is this one?
Okay, there's no place like home to get tips or to get tipsy.
Yeah.
It's illegal to sell liquor out of a glass in over 25 countries.
Counties.
Sorry, my bad. I've been drinking.
It's all
Or
good.
Counties across Kansas.
Kansas. So I didn't know Kansas was a dry state.
I thought
Basically, 25 counties. It's a dry state.
I didn't know that.
Who the hell? My
I've been to
brother
Kansas,
David
so-
lives here. David, you live in Kansas. You got a dry county. You like occasional glass of wine and a cigar. What's going on over there, bro?
That's some bullshit.
Okay, Nathan Bennett. I have cocaine, but don't tell that cop that puts knees on necks. Okay, we won't tell him, Nate. Don't you worry about it. It's our little secret. You with your cocaine. Okay, there you go, right there. Yeah. Okay, so you got to stay home to get drunk, is what it's basically saying, which is, that's kind of ridiculous. I
can do bad all by myself.
I know, but I'm not doing. That's just stupid. Okay, what do we got? Let's go with this one here, mate. Shane
sure
Wilson,
this one?
thanks for tuning in. Yeah, go ahead.
Every legislator, public officer, and lawyer must take an oath stating that have not fought during a duel in any.
They have not fought a duel
Doesn't
with-
make any sense.
Yeah, well, it's not just saying you have to state that you've never had a duel with deadly weapons, or you can't become a legislator, a public officer.
Yeah, but what year when that law?
I don't know, but these are the guys from Hamilton,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I want to challenge you to a duel. That's when you get a glove and you just slap it. I challenge you to a duel. What fucking year was that?
I don't know what the
Ain't
fuck.
no brother wrote that shit.
Stupid right there. Okay, this one.
Ooh, jambalaya.
Okay, this one's jambalaya. This one's kind of basically saying you can't. It has to be prepared in a traditional manner. It's not subject to sanitary code. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Jambalaya is kind of a mix anyway, right? What's up, Shay?
Some all kind of shit.
Yeah, okay, we'll skip that one. Let's see what else we got. Let's do. We got time for another. Let's see. Okay, I don't like that one right here. Let's see. Here you go. Let's do this one, Maryland. Let's do Maryland.
Okay, Maryland. Fortune tellers is illegal in Maryland. Anyone pretending to forecast or foretell the future of another by cards.
Palm reading, yeah.
Fucking practicing devices. You're guilty of misdemeanor fine of $500 and will serve time in jail.
Wow. Okay, so no fortune telling in Maryland.
No,
You're under arrest.
no,
I guess.
no.
Or $500 fine. No palm reading. No others. scheme, I guess.
Yeah, basically you can't just, try
Yes,
people and
and-
lie to them. You're
You
like,
can't have one of those 1-800 fortune teller numbers, I guess.
Call me now. I'm Miss Chloe. Call me now for you.
Miss Chloe.
Your bumper clap breathing. Your bumper clap breathing. Call me now. None of that shit.
Driller Dave, anytime you use margarine, you should be arrested. I'm good with that. I'm all about butter, man. We love butter. I'm all about butter. I'm okay with butter. Good one, Dave. That's a good
I
one.
don't have that. Sometimes I use spray on butter. Ain't margarine.
All right, here. All right, let's do one more of these silly, stupid things, bro, and then we'll kill. Let's see what
You should read this one. This is your home.
All right,
here.
fine. I'll read. Okay,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, home.
Okay, it says whether you're at Gillette Stadium or Fenway Park, you'll never hear just half of the Star Spangled Banner. Singing or playing only part of the national anthem or remixing it as a dance music is punishable by a fine of not more than $100. Say, can you see? Can you see?
Put your hands in the air. We love America. Woo, woo.
Hey, but I do love America. We all love America, right?
Well, that could be a track right there.
Joel Rayner, thanks for tuning in, bro. All right, well, listen, that's good. So, Big Al, once again, thank you, my brother, for coming down.
Brother.
Appreciate you. Glad we sometime get to the bottom of some of these more.
Oh, yeah, we got to.
we
Come
make
on
light.
now.
We make light of
there's
things.
the
Okay,
Gronk.
hold on, here.
There's the Gronk.
Come here, give me a kiss, buddy. Good boy. All right, get down. Yeah, the Gronk. Always trying to steal the line.
I know.
Now he's going for you, too.
I
Let me tell
know.
you.
Yeah, all right.
All right, well, I'll sign off then. Listen, thank you guys for tuning in. It's good to be back. I appreciate you taking the time to even watch, to have a little bit of fun. As usual, when you're inside the box, I want you to think outside the box. And, of course, be good to each other, right, Al?
Word.
Be good to each other. And remember, we all make choices. We just got to live with them. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Stay up next.